Hi, my name is Ravi Velhar. I'm from Intel Corporation. Welcome to Intel, Colin. And what we are showing here is Musk. It's a virtual reality cinema experience. Prelude is kind of a trailer developed by Rahman, who is known for his music and 2 times Oscar and Grammy Award winner. People here know most of him for his music on a J-Ho Slumdog Millionaire, but he's been providing melodies for the last 25 years. And we collaborated with him and a technology partner for developing this amazing VR film, which is in a production and it will be released later this year. And what you're seeing here right now is the first time probably, and again feel free to challenge me, basically cinema VR experience that has been motion encoded, sound driven story, immersive entertainment, and with aroma. Basically there's an olfactory experience, there are sensor that shoots aroma based on the story, particular story segment, and that's what we are trying to show. Any questions, Colin?
So what challenges does VR make from the storytelling perspective?
Sure. So rather than challenges, I would say it opens the whole new world for content creators for doing a storytelling a completely different way. Because user wants to be immersed, they want to be a part of that scene, they want to feel that action. So starting from challenges, so yes, every single rule for the traditional filmmaking versus VR filmmaking is different, because if you see the camera, especially in 360 VR, camera sees you. So that gives a lot of challenges on where to position your light, where your sound needs to be, and where your rest of crew and the DOP, everyone needs to be, because if camera sees you, if you see camera, camera sees you. So it's basically like a change a whole different dynamics of VR filmmaking. And then that's on the even from the storyboard, it's not like a traditional 2D storyboard. You need to develop like a 3D related storyboards, and even training actors, makeup, a lot of things basically get changed, because one fun part, when actors start looking, they don't know where to look, because they're capturing for all different directions. So not just like in any specific from the technology, but every segment of like cinema making is basically requires some kind of adjustment. And especially like I can give an example from like a script writing to pre-production to post-production, because after the movie is done, you need to get it stitched, then basically VFX work happen, render, and then the production happens, sound production, and sound is also like it has to, like in a 3D immersive VR sound. And once that is done, that's when the job starts, like how we have motion encoded and putting this together to give a really novel experience of cinema virtual reality here.
What impact do you think having people sit in a pod, how does that impact the VR experience?
Yes, so I'm not a personally, when VR came, it started giving me a headache, because there was a lot of like low-end kind of devices and experience were there. And then we started working on the HMDs and our VR-ready PCs. Then we basically try to take that experience to the next level. So that's basically changing the genre, because you not only we are capturing a really high quality content in a really high resolution cameras, then you need to have like an entire pipeline ready for even like head-mounted devices, PCs that support, the network that supports to pull that content, everything. I mean, it touches like in every spectrum of, in Intel, what we call the virtuous cycle of growth. And the challenge here, how you can take that into cinematic VR setting. Because if you look at right now VR, you need like a 14 by 14 kind of a space where you're sitting there and standing there and watching, and there are wire dangling. So there are a lot of technology we are working, which is like a Y-Gig, which you can wirelessly transmit all that data. So it gives you all the 6 degrees of freedom. So doing this in a pod setting is pod. Think of this like this is a pod, can basically go in a movie theater if people want to watch this experience in multiple viewers at the same time. So it could be a really narrated experience. So sitting in a pod, basically, also first time I felt really weird, but later probably you get used to it. But when you completely want to disconnect yourself, because sound and everything you want to immerse around, I think pod provides the best experience. And plus, we were able to do like a lot of these innovative things, such as olfactory experience and so on, because of pod. And this all credit goes to Mr. Rahman, who basically thought about this, and we started putting all this thing together.